You already know it is that time of the week, Rent-A-Girlfriend chapter 351, and I might split this into 2 videos, I don't know. Chapter is, the girlfriend and the day before, because this is the next day. It's May 16th, and he gets himself a haircut, and he's not getting enough sleep, and, he has a little monologue. His name is Kazuya Kinoshita. I'm 21 years old, and I'm a third-year student who goes to the college in Tokyo. A twist of fate, I met a rental girlfriend and fell in love with her, and now we're living in the same house. She's a perfect beauty with a perfect personality to match, someone like me who never stands a chance with her. However, tomorrow that might change. I asked her out on a date, a real date between a man and woman, not a rental date. And he's just like thinking to himself, and Curry comes up behind him and he's like, heed my words, you got a nut. What? Conversation like that, bro. And he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, you got a date with Chizuru-san. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, she ain't gonna like if you nut too early, even if you have sex. Bro, this is not what this is about. Go jerk off in the corner, you fucking bum. And then fucking Kibe comes. He's like, what y'all talking about? He's like, oh, just masturbation. He's like, oh, masturbation? And then Kazuya goes to the DVD store and busts the fat nut, I guess. Why'd he go there? And then Ruka calls him, and he's like, oh, hey. And she's like, where you at? It's like, I'm in Ikebukuro. Oh, no reason. I just was curious where you were. We're going to Round and Toba whatever for our date next week. He's like, yeah. And he's like, well, we'll be on the Tojo line. I don't look. They're talking about Japan stuff. I got no idea. And they're gonna meet at 10 o'clock. He starts fucking. I guess he goes to his grandma's or his family's liquor store, and he starts plucking his eyebrows and fucking. He gets smacked by his grandma being like, what the hell? I told you not to do that. Those are a keepsake from your fucking grandpa. He's like, but they're just eyebrows. And she's telling him he shouldn't care so much about his appearance. And he's like, because it's what on the inside that's counting. He's like, can I look good on the outside too? And then she's like, she tells Kazuya that Kazuya promised to take her to one of Chizuru's play. When the hell is that going to be? She wants to know our princess. And she wants to see our princess in action. I feel it's my duty to see through the oath with Sayuri-san. Kazuya's like, it's been ages since I've heard about this. Fuck. He's like, I swear I'll take you. But you never do anything. And then he goes back to plucking his eyebrows. And, and then his grandma asked him, does Chizuru prefer her like that? And he's like, well, I guess she'd prefer them thin rather than bushy. And she's like, fine, you can pluck them. Then he goes back to his house. It's nighttime. Or back to Chizuru's house. And it's nighttime. He's got everything packed, and then Minnie texts him saying, tomorrow's the day, and she sends him a good luck charm because she went to a shrine, sends him the picture. Then he has, more inner monologue about himself and the past. I used to chuckle thinking back on the day we met, and now he doesn't want to lie to Akibe or grandma or live up to Yamoi-san, and he doesn't, want to he needs to hurry up and deal with Ruka, and he wants to live up to Sayuri-san's expectations. But most of the time, I was consistently thinking of tomorrow's date. That night, I'd sleep, wake up, and toss and turn until morning. But thanks to that, I'm pretty sure I met Mizuhara at least 5 times in my dreams. And then we see that Chizuru's made it home. It's nighttime. She's got her alarm set. She's today's the day. Or I guess tomorrow. She has to decide tomorrow. She has to decide. And so the day of the date arrived. At 3:52, chapter 352 is when we finally get the date. Do you know when Kazuya asked Chizuru on this date? It was at the end of chapter 317, if I remember correctly. It's 37 chapters ago. It was at the end of chapter 314, or at the beginning of 315. The end of 315? It's something like that. It took 37 chapters. 37 chapters from when Kazuya asked her out on the date to before we actually get to said date. Keep in mind, that's like 6, 7, 8 episodes of anime, right? Whenever this gets animated, it can be 8 episodes of all this shenanigans before we get to the actual date. Maybe the anime staff will go by it quickly and it'll only be like 6, but still, like, oh my god. That's it. That's the end of chapter 351. Might as well go on. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe for more Rent-A-Girlfriend and more shenanigans and bullshit I do on this channel. Hope you enjoyed. Finally get the date. Let's go. Peace.